Okay, we're recording. In this video on the YouTube channel, An American Professor, I'm going to be discussing the startup failure analysis of Atrium. Atrium promised to bring more efficiency and better service to the legal profession by streamlining the legal services traditionally offered by law firms. The company was founded in 2017 by CEO Justin Kan, who already had a successful track record in the world of entrepreneurship. His first venture, centered on software and technology, was called Justin TV, which became Twitch. Twitch was later sold to Amazon for $970 million, almost $1 billion deal. So it would seem, with the successful history of entrepreneurship and ability to create real value for customers, that it was believable Khan could disrupt the very old niche law firm industry. Nevertheless, this belief in Khan and his legal tech company did not materialize as planned. Before discovering the root causes that led to Atrium's demise, one must first understand more about the founder, the team, and other details of its formation before moving to cover its brief history. Atrium was founded in 2017 and was broken up in 2020 after having raised an astonishing $75 million in venture capital. Stepping back to its early days, Khan attempted to outperform the traditional law firm model by supercharging in-house lawyers with his own software and AI tools. Combining his own legal staff with his custom software and AI tools, Khan sought to be able to operate more efficiently than the older, rigid law firms that did not leverage such software tools or automation. Khan wanted to create a tech-driven law firm. He sought to best these traditional law firms by helping clients in matters such as fundraising, hiring, acquisition deals, and other ways to collaborate with their legal team. The main goal of Atrium and its value proposition was to demystify the legal services offered by the law firms to clients and make those services traditionally offered more affordable. Over time, it was believed that these software tools and automation could improve the cost of obtaining legal advice and other legal services. One of the defeating costs for this company, for this startup, was how pricey it was to retain lawyers on their staff and cover their salaries in full. Atrium's business model charged clients subscription fees rather than the traditional billing model in use at American law firms. After a few years, Khan began to realize how costly it was to pay the in-house lawyers, and to increase profit margins, Atrium began laying them off. The layoffs began in January 2020 to become a primarily software-oriented company. The layoffs led to a death spiral for the company. Shortly after the layoffs, a number of the Atrium's clients began seeking legal advice from the departed lawyers. With its legal staff in the rearview mirror, the customers began to feel like Atrium could not offer the same quality legal services as before, or any real representation for that matter. By March 4th of 2020, the company had essentially failed when Khan, the CEO, accepted defeat with the following tweet: "Thank you to all the clients, and you all have my admiration and gratitude. See the full tweet below in the links of this video." The biggest reason for Atrium's failure is that Khan and none of the co-founders were lawyers or had the necessary expertise to steer the company to success. They then had to pay to have that legal expertise, and after some time, they did an experiment to remove the lawyers and replace them with a full stack software system. The replacement of the lawyers with automation backfired completely. In the end, Atrium's custom software did not generate enough profit from their changes in the corporate structure and new business model. Atrium expected that slashing the costly lawyers' salaries and that their software systems could compete more complete more tasks on their own without lawyers involved. This hope did not pan out as the customers lost interest, and so they did not retain or grow customers. I would have suggested to Khan that he should have skipped the legal staff hiring from the very beginning and sold the legal tech separately to targeted law firms to assist them as clients rather than the clients that traditional law firms target. This also would have avoided any assumptions or legal issues about providing legal advice when one is clearly not an attorney, that is a bot or an AI. The other major factor, besides the hiring of so many lawyers so early, was the lack of knowledge of the legal industry and its landscape. Khan did not have an education or practice in law. Naturally, it would be hard for him to really understand customer concerns or problems facing customers. This should have been a red flag to any investor in Atrium. According to his LinkedIn account, he has a formal education at the undergraduate level from Yale, 2001 to 2005, obtained degrees in physics and philosophy. Nothing from his educational record points to or hints that he could successfully run a legal technology business. Developing a software to meet a need is not enough to start a successful company. One has to understand the space in which the software will be sold, as well as where it will be implemented and who it will be providing value to in the form of a value proposition. Atrium should have sold its software to add value to pre-existing law firms instead of creating its own unicorn law firm. Offering its software to law firms directly would have enabled Atrium to scale much faster and lead to sustainable growth. Atrium also fell into the trap of focusing on my product or services is cheaper than this other company over here, instead of building a better value proposition or adapt its business model to changing customer preferences. Hence, the main reason this company imploded is the lack of real legal expertise at the founder level. Passion and vision are not enough. The expertise must exist somewhere among the company's founders. Finally, in the future videos, continue working on this entrepreneurship playlist by working on value proposition videos next. And soon I will be starting my own Python programming tutorial playlist in Jupyter Notebooks. Thank you, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Have a blessed day.